All right. And we are live. That is what I like to see. What's going on, gents? Can you all hear me okay? You're all muted. Just letting you know.
I can hear you.
Awesome. Great. Welcome. Welcome, Dwayne. Welcome, Travis. I know we got somebody else out there.
Travis Wade, I assume he can waved at you, so I assume he can hear.
I hope you can hear me too. I am actually trying something new right now as well. I'm going to go live on TikTok, which I'm going live on TikTok. We are doing the Gateway to Freedom Real Estate Investor Group, Gateway to Freedom Meetup Sunday night stream live on the G2 Free STL YouTube channel. But we've also got it going live here on TikTok. I'm all over the place, man. I don't know if I'm supposed to look at this camera, that camera, whatever. But I'm gonna focus on you guys that always come to my meetups. Just trying to get it out there to folks in TikTok land. Let them know what we do here every other Sunday evening as part of the Gateway to Freedom community. But hey, welcome everybody. Super excited that you're here, and I hope Stephen Drake can actually join. It shows joining, and it's just sitting there. Welcome everybody that's watching us on the YouTube channel and TikTok. Yes, sir.
Before you get started, what's the start and stop times for the 11th and the 12th of that meeting?
Oh, yeah, October 11th and 12th for it's like the actual like 9 to 6 ish.
Okay, both days?
Yeah, both days. I mean, it might be like more like 5:30, but right now it's like 9 to 6 is kind of what I tell folks.
So be a little early on the 9 to check in.
And it's the 11th and 12th.
Yeah.
The days are the 11th and 12th. And yeah, so it'll be earlier than 9 on the 11th to check in. And let me just check my sources. Let me check my in-process agenda that I'll be sharing out and emailing out to all our ticket holders here in just actually within the week. I should be able to send that out. There's the planner right there. So yeah, so right now, tentatively speaking, VIP check-in at 7:30 a.m. on Saturday. General and VIP check-in at 8 a.m. on Saturday. Anywhere from 8 to 9, and we'll start at 9 o'clock with a welcome and housekeeping kind of stuff, and then we'll kick it off, going from 9 a.m. until double checking here. Right at about 6. Yeah, right at about 6, and then we'll have like a 10-minute break probably before we kick it off with the VIP speaker sponsored networking social. And then we'll have on Sunday, we'll start off again opening up for whoever couldn't make it on Saturday. They want to check in at 8:30 on Sunday morning, and we'll kick off at 9 a.m. Sunday morning. And looking at the wrap up time of a wrap up right now is about 5:30 ish, but about 5:30 on Sunday.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
And what you're going to send out is going to have the agendas to what's going to happen when?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yep. And when we don't have anything to do, we can go win a couple million of the slots, and then we can come back in and buy property, right?
Hey, you're all adults. That was one of the things mentioning that we're having the Gateway to Freedom Real Estate Investor Conference in St. Louis at the Hollywood Casino. One of my wife's comments after I announced when we're having it, where we're having it, was like, aren't you afraid that people will leave on a break and go to the casino and maybe not come back? And I was like, well, I mean, they're adults, if that's what they're doing, whether they're hitting a hot streak and they're winning and they just keep on winning, or they hit or they're, not so lucky and they think just one more, and they don't come back. Hopefully they won't. Hopefully they won't. But if that's what you want to do, Dwayne, I mean, you're an adult, you're a big boy, right? Hey, everybody out there in TikTok land. My name is Rich Groves. I'm the host of the Gateway to Freedom Real Estate Investor Conference. I'm a real estate investor in the St. Louis area. We are getting super excited for the Gateway to Freedom Real Estate Investor Conference here in St. Louis, open to nationwide investors. If you're a real estate investor, or if you're somebody who just thought that real estate has always sounded like something I'd be interested in, this is the real estate investing conference you want to come to, because we're not out here selling a mastermind. We're not out here selling like, hey, join the Gateway to Freedom folks for $999 or $10,000 or $40,000 or whatever. It's the cost of your ticket, the cost of your time, and the value of making connections and learning from the speakers that are going to be on stage. So you should join us October 11th and 12th in St. Louis. For more information, or get your tickets at g2free.com. That's g2free.com. It's an amazing conference. We do it right here in St. Louis, hence the name Gateway, the Arch to Freedom. That's my plug for the TikTok folks. And we are, by the way, I think I recorded I paused my recording. Dang, there we go. Did not mean to pause my recording, but it's okay. We were going live on YouTube. We're live on the Gateway to Freedom YouTube channel, which is G2free STL. That is the YouTube channel. If you want to catch us on the YouTube channel, if you want to hop off the TikTok and see us on YouTube, that's perfectly fine as well. But we're glad you came. And if you have any questions about real estate, or you have anything you want to drop in, go ahead. I'll try to answer those. We've got folks joining us on the YouTube as well, and I keep wanting to admit these folks, and I'm bad at the room, the waiting room. Poor Stephen Drake's out there. He's got 3 instances he's trying to join us. John, welcome. How you doing, sir? Oh, you're muted, buddy. There you go.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Not bad, buddy. Not bad at all. Did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, it's going pretty well.
Good deal. Stephen Drake is out here with like 75 cameras going. Love it. Oh, yeah. Good question. So right away, great question. Kicking it off. Love it. DSCR lender. So I would definitely reach out to Frank Rosica at Guild Mortgage. Reach out to him. If you need his information, John, just drop me a text or something. I can get you Frank's contact. But you could always Google Frank Rosica Guild Mortgage. I also know that in talking with another one of our conference sponsors and one of my meetup sponsors, Frank is as well, but Longhorn Investments is actually doing DSCR loans now too. It's a new product they have. So Longhorn Investments is now doing DSCR loans. That's super freaking exciting, to be honest with you.
Can you refresh my mind what DSCR stands for?
Yeah. Great question. Yeah, I apologize for not even bringing that up. So DSCR stands for Debt Service Coverage Ratio. So debt service coverage ratio, it's where your lenders are looking at, and it's all income based on the property. You know, what kind of rent is it getting? It's basically, they have a calculator, and you could Google DSCR loan calculator and get several of them out there that are pretty good, that you plug in your numbers. What's the monthly rent? What's your monthly or annual taxes? Some of them ask for annual. Some of them ask you to break it down into monthly for taxes. Same for insurance. They ask you to break that down. So taxes, insurance, and your mortgage. Well,
anything else you pay.
Long story short, yeah, it'll ask you the mortgage information, what interest rate, which again can be flexible. Whenever I throw mine in there, I'm conservative. Like if I were to sell this like we do turnkey, or what I call done for you rentals, where we buy properties, we rehab them, we get a tenant in place, we get them ready so that they're income producing to sell to investors who want cash flow properties. And I call them done for you rentals. Anyway, I want to make sure that the properties I'm offering investors all across the country meet DSCR lending requirements, because that is something that, if it meets requirements, as long as the sales price isn't higher than the appraisal price, they're going to approve that loan. And what they're looking for is a ratio where your monthly rent, needs to cover the debt service, which includes the mortgage, the taxes, and then the insurance, by 1.25. Some of them have different numbers, but 1.25 is kind of like the the standard. It's kind of like those companies that come out and say, hey, we do 0.8 or something, which is ridiculous. That means the property is not cash flow positive. It's
Yep.
cash flow negative. I don't know why they would approve a loan that's going to put you in setting you up to fail. Essentially, is what that does. So I would pause on that, folks. And if you're a DSCR investor, which it's a great product, it really is. You obviously have to find something that fits your needs. Some people don't like DSCR loans; they like doing something else. Some people do like using DSCR loans, but you just want to make sure. And I would even say 1.0 is too low because that's zero net cash flow, and all it takes is for your insurance to tick up next year or your taxes to go up next year, which taxes never go up, right? So if you're at 1.0 this year, next year you're going to be in that 0 point whatever. So I would recommend making sure you're at 1.25 at least. I try selling my properties at 1.4 or 1.5, somewhere in that range, or maybe even higher where the ratio is higher. So if anybody's got any thoughts about that, jump in.
I'll jump in.
Yes, sir.
I ask about that because I hear all these people saying, well, it's got a 1%. That's a good deal. And I talked to a smart lady and she said, oh, I said, but to me, that's a break even deal and it's dumb. And she says it is. I want to see at least 1.3 or higher.
Yeah. For DSCR, yeah. 1.3. Yeah. We try to, like I said, we try to get to market 1.4, 1.45, 1.5. I've had some go up as high as, like, I think I sold one earlier this year. It was like at 1.61, something like that. Yeah. So it was a great deal for folks.
Well, if you're doing that, I'll hand it to you as you're not setting them up to fail. The other people are.
That's what I want. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know the folks I usually attract in communications and talking and investors. They're not trying to squeeze every living drop of blood out of an orange, right? They're trying to leave a little bit of meat on the bone. I know two different analogies there. Trying to leave a little bit of meat on the bone for the investor that's buying the property at the end, so that they can set up. My philosophy is, look, if you set people up to fail, you need one buyer for every property you need to sell, right? I would rather set up a partnership or relationship with Steven and Travis and Keith and John and Dwayne, where I did them so well the first time we did business, they want to come back and do more business. Right. So I want repeat customers, repeat clients. That's what I want to do. And I think.
And you're going to carry the paper?
Am I going to carry the paper? No.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Say yes.
No, not yet. Not yet. It's just not something that interests me right now. I know there are reasons why you can and why you should, but right now I'm just not interested in that. It's just one more thing, man. One more thing for me to work with.
Not if you get a person that does it on time.
In
fact, I put that in my promissory note. Is if it's a day late, it's $100 fine, $100 second day, $100 the third day, and if we haven't worked it out by then, and you're the responsible, then I have the right to foreclose on you.
Oh wow! Right.
Yes, but that's.
I guess it's no different than like you having to evict a tenant, right, when they're late. I mean, as far as it's that same kind of, you got to keep track of, are they paying, and then processing things if they don't, kind of thing. But right now I don't. I just said, like I said, I set it up to where, and I know I'm leaving money on the table, but right now I'm just setting it up so that they can very easily get a loan through a DSCR lender, a good quality, reputable DSCR lender. There are a ton of them out there. And John, if just to answer your question, also, if you Google DSCR lenders and you start like scrolling through Instagram or YouTube, you're going to hit all the ads. All the ads are going to.
I've actually reached out on Facebook and I've had some responses, but there are people from all over the country.
Yeah.
But I just was wondering if anybody worked with any specifically and just.
Ask. I know that I know a couple investors who have worked with Frank. Right now, I'm not doing any DSCR loans myself. I'm just I'm turnkey, selling these turnkey properties so that other people use the DSCR lenders, and I've referred them to both Frank and Lawrence to my end buyers. And sometimes they already have a lender lined up or whatever, but keeping it locally, I would definitely refer those two folks. But there are nationwide companies out there that can do it as well.
I did one loan with Lawrence a few years back, and everything he said he was going to do, he did.
That's awesome. Heck yeah, that's great. That's valuable feedback. Thanks. Appreciate that, Travis. Heck
Hey,
yeah.
John, you're looking for long term though, right?
Right. Yeah, long time. Yeah, I've done a couple of my first few properties with Lawrence for hard money, but I think they just started up the DSCR.
Yeah, they
Right.
did. They did. Yeah. But and most of those DSCR lenders, I mean, that's the one thing you want to ask, right? And I'm sure you already know this, John, is ask make sure any DSCR lender, that's the one thing I haven't asked Lawrence yet, is make sure they can do a 30-year fixed if that's what you want, or if you want a 5-1 arm or 7-1 arm or 3-1 arm or whatever. They a lot of those companies out there will do those as well.
Right. Yeah, yeah, I did talk to him. He doesn't actually do the DSCR. It's someone else. They're
Okay.
with Longhorn, but
Okay.
it's someone else, and I spoke to him a few times.
Okay. Okay. That's great. Let me know how it goes. I'd be really interested. If you continue, if you move forward with them or whatever,
Okay.
or any feedback whatsoever. We got
Yeah,
a ton of folks on our live. One, no, we got more than one one person I think on our live. I don't know, maybe not. We've had 74 views on our live so far. I don't know my views. I mean my views, my reach. I don't know. Don't have tens of millions of folks. We don't need them. We got people who join in to see what are we talking about. Real estate investors. If you're a real estate investor, if you've even thought about getting into real estate investing, this is the live you want to stay on and watch. I'm here for any questions you might have. If you have any questions, throw them in the chat regarding real estate investing. And I'm on the G2 Free STL YouTube channel live as well. You can always jump over there and drop any questions over there as well. I think I can read them. I don't know if we have questions over there. I don't know. But
Can I ask you a question?
yeah, sure.
Can you explain again your business model, what you're actually doing? You said you buy them, fix them up, and get a tenant in, then sell it.
Yeah, John. No, that's a great question. So I do a few different things, right? I still do retail flips. I still do wholesaling. I still do buy and hold rentals. But I also do in a very specific area. And I've I met a gentleman over the past week. I was on an Alaskan cruise, right? We just got back, and I was wearing, of course, Rich Groves was wearing his T-shirt that had the Metro STL logo here, and on the back said, "Ask me how I can get you double-digit returns on your money." Right. So I had two people walk up to me wanting to talk. One gentleman from Seattle. One guy actually is in Texas, but he's from oh my gosh, one of the it's either, and I don't want to say it's Bosnia, but in that region, and I'm horrible. I can't remember. He's going to reach out to me this week as well and talk. He actually stepped up and talked to me while I was talking to the gentleman from Seattle as we were having a conversation about how we could work together. And I was explaining to him, because he's from Seattle, needs at least like $500,000 to buy a house in Seattle and fix it up, but he's doing pad split. And I said, look, dude, I can get you properties that are much sexier in the St. Louis area. As far as your entry level is a lot lower, your rent is still going to be good enough to really look good, especially in pad split, which, he educated me on a few things too with how Seattle's pad split works and the prices they can get versus what we could get here in St. Louis. I know a few people that do types of pad splits, right? And they haven't talked about any kind of that type of numbers. Like he's talking about, he can get like $3,000 a bed at pad splits, or $3,000 a room, not a bed, because you rent out. It's different than like your disabled veterans or your recovery houses or something like that. But anyway, long story short, to answer your question, John, and to be mindful of the time here, is that my business model, aside from my regular retail flips and my buy and holds and my wholesaling, is I've really turned up the heat and turned up the gas, pushed the gas pedal on finding distressed properties, right? Fixing them up, put a tenant in place, get them managed, and sell them to investors that want cash flowing properties. So basically, if I say I'm doing turnkey rentals, if I say that, people think I'm buying turnkey rentals. I'm not buying turnkey rentals. I'm providing turnkey rentals to investors. And I've hit a really, really good sweet spot, and
Yeah.
very, very specific zip code, and it's
And
just
you're
working out
selling
really
just
well.
that are LLPs or corporations, right? You're not selling private individuals.
Right, right. Yeah, we are. Well, I mean, yeah,
Yeah, that's Sam Redmond stuff.
yeah, it's folks that have their LLCs. They're legitimately like they've got their entities set up. Which a lot of times, especially because of the DSCR loan, right? The DSCR lenders, at least the ones I've been looking at lately, just as I'm doing my research more. Again, I'm trying to find more resources for any potential buyer for these deals that I have. Is that a lot of them won't even lend to individuals; they have to lend to LLCs or corporations.
Yeah, Graham Redmond's the reason.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
I know a guy that got caught on that. Cost him $100,000 for the initial fine.
Oh
He
wow.
fought for a year in court and ended up paying 10,000 cash just to get out of it.
Oh wow. Yeah. Lesson learned, right?
Yeah, and he took me aside afterwards because I ran into him at a title company and he said, "Here's how you get around it, Dwayne." And basically, you deal with the corporation.
Oh
And
right.
but the way he was doing it is he would then, to these individuals that were buying it, he would go down and register them as an LLC.
Okay.
And I'm thinking at that point, I think you just committed fraud. And I haven't talked to him in a long time, and he's still out there, so he hasn't been thrown in jail. So that's a good thing.
That's good. Hey, I see MJ Johnson's out there. MJ, how are you? Welcome back. You're back, right?
Actually, that's my first time.
You look so familiar. You look like a lady that joined us last time, and I thought her name was Miss Johnson as well. But welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
Where are you joining us from?
St. Louis.
St. Louis. All right, that's great. Nothing wrong with that. I like that background. What's that background?
A cruise.
A cruise. I just came back from a cruise. It was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You like cruising?
I do.
Yeah.
I love traveling. Mhm.
It was fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was our first one.
Oh, okay, nice.
Definitely would go back. Went to an Alaskan cruise. We'll definitely be back, and going to probably try another cruise here and there.
Okay.
So what do you do, MJ? If I might, may.
I am a real estate investor. I have met Mr. Dwayne though at his meeting
Oh,
at Sister Whitaker's.
oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, are you buying rental properties? Are you fixing and flipping? What are you doing?
Rental properties, buy and hold.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where do you focus?
Uh, Partially. Well, I had one in city and then one in the county.
Okay. Awesome. Well, welcome. We're glad to have you. This is
Oh,
kind of
thank you.
there's no real format. We don't have like a presentation or anything like that. We just kind of kick it around. I'm going to go back around I'm going to go around the room and ask everybody to tell us where they're calling from. Looks like everybody knows everybody, but the people watching on YouTube down the line, or maybe even the people here. Hey, Austin, what's going on? Let's Stealthy Sloth. Austin says, hey. Who's Stealthy Sloth? Who's Stealthy Sloth? I can't even say it. Oh man. If that's who I think it is. Sorry, got a message from the TikTok over there, folks. Got to stay on it. Oh yeah, what's going on? Awesome. Can you do a phone call skit with me later? Anyway, I've got one or two skits to do tonight still. So if anybody's interested in being on that, let me know. I don't know if you've seen my silly social media phone call skits, but if anybody wants to get in on that, let me know. I can always line you up for some. Oh, sweet. He's good at it. He's good. But yeah, so what let's start with Dwayne here. Dwayne.
Yes.
Let everybody know in YouTube land or Zoom land where you're at, what you do.
I'm a huge investor. I have one property. And Rich used to come to our lunch, but he decided he didn't like it, so he doesn't come anymore.
Man, I'm getting beat up over here.
Yeah, well, you would if you had first shot, you'd take it at me, I know.
That's true. It's fair.
But
It's
I
fun.
have some background other than that one, and I'm getting back into the business. So when you do have some wants, I got some unique situations that I'm looking for stuff for.
That's
So
awesome.
I love the business, and my wife said I could just do that all I wanted because she wants me out of the house part-time, and I'm okay with that too.
That's great. But you're not the guy that swings the hammer too, right?
Not anymore. I used to do it all.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's I
but
mean that's how education goes sometimes, huh? You
no,
know?
it had to do with my heart attacks.
Oh, gotcha. What I mean
Yes,
is when you do them, you learn how to do them, and you get educated on what the heck a GFCI is.
yeah,
You learn a lot of different things, right?
yeah. You learn all about arc fault and stuff like that. And
Right.
I did this so long ago, you didn't have to be licensed to put your own services in. And I did
Really?
in Idaho. I used to put in 200 amp services myself. And I asked the inspectors out there, I said, why do you allow this to do it? I mean, I think it's great and it's not hard and it's simple. And he said, because all we want to know is it's right. So if you'll have us come inspect it, then we're okay with it. But if you don't, now it's a whole different kettle of fish. And I've never had one fail. So
Oh
it's
wow.
not like it's tough.
Wow. So now I have an electrician to call.
No, I'm not the electrician. But for my benefit, I know there is an electrician on this and I'm not going to dub him in.
Awesome. Awesome. All right, Travis, tell us where you're calling from and what you do.
Hey, I'm Travis Wakefield, and I'm in Farmington, Missouri, and I'm in property management in South St. Louis with Mogul Property Management, and I own rental properties in southeastern Missouri, and actually I do own some short-term / mid-term renters, and I've never looked at Pad Split before, but you brought it up a while ago, and I've just joined Pad Split because we're looking at furnishing some more of our stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
And we do have a couple of single family houses that we've kicked around the idea of furnishing. And though I think, to me, trying to manage renting out individual rooms seems like it would be pretty hands on, maybe more hands on than I want to be, but it's definitely an interesting concept.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, in talking, like I said, I was talking to that guy on the cruise, and I mean, his son's doing it, having incredible success in Seattle, even with those numbers. But he just wants to kind of, he wants to go. He was originally talking about going to Atlanta, and I was like, hasn't Atlanta priced itself out? And he was wanting to go to Dallas, and I was like, well, you're still kind of up there. And I was like, check out St. Louis, and I was giving him some of my numbers, and he's like, oh man,
The numbers
so,
are good for sure.
yeah, they
There
are.
was
very, very intriguing and interesting.
Yes.
Thank you, Will.
there was a woman at Dwayne's meeting this past Thursday at lunch that actually does that.
Really?
But I wasn't that familiar with it, and she had said it was pad split and was kind of explaining. It sounded like she's doing pretty well. Well,
That's incredible. Oh, that's
That is
great.
that is a very wild woman, and she's doing all kinds of stuff.
yeah.
But you know,
Who was it, Dwayne?
uh, her name's Kay.
Okay. Okay. That's
And
awesome.
she's out of the military, and her properties are strung out. I think there's two in Florida. You know, they're all over wherever she was posted while she was in there.
Okay.
Now she's settling down. I think it's what she said, wasn't it, John, into just St. Louis? But I do want to
Yeah.
share with you that in the city of St. Louis, you can't have more than three unrelated people in the same property. So you
Kidding.
could only increase it. No, I went, the people always talk about it. So I go down, I talk to the frigging zoning guy, and he said, you can only do that. And I said, I
Yeah.
was thinking about tiny houses. And he said, don't do them now. At the end of this year, we're going to have the official guidance as to what and how you can do a tiny house. So the government's here to help, and then at the end of it, well, no.
Ronald Reagan would be rolling over in his grave. Isn't that the thing? Like, is it 8 or 9? 8 or 9, what are the 8 or 9 scariest words in the English language? Hi, I'm here from the government, I'm here to help, or I'm from the government, I'm here to help.
Yeah. We used to do that when I was in corporate America. We're contractors, we're here to help.
Right, right. Well, John, not because you spoke up, but why don't you tell everybody where you're at, what you focus on, what you do?
I'm in the St. Louis area, focused primarily on rentals in North County. Might start expand. At least I probably should start expanding out a little bit from there, to maybe the city or West County or even South. But right now I typically buy primarily rentals.
Yeah. And what you're doing works for you?
Yeah, it's worked out okay.
Yeah. Are your deals drying up? Is that why you're looking to move, or you just want to try something new?
Uh, well, it's been so hard getting stuff in that area, and I know
Okay.
a lot of people invest in that area for
Yeah.
rentals. Uh, I did. This possibility I might be closing on one in Florissant this week.
Yeah.
Still got to see how it goes. So I'm not really saying much about that. Just see what happens. But yeah, just to get just open up a bigger net instead of
Sure.
confining myself to a small area. I might as well expand it a little bit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
Oh,
that brings up a point. When I was in Georgia, you know how we say this is the place in America that everybody's coming to invest?
yeah.
When we talked to the agents down there for the class I took, they said, everybody knows Atlanta's the place to come to, and this is where everybody in America. And I'm going, I think everybody's saying that.
Yeah. Everybody's saying that, and then talk to the people that live there, right? I have a coworker who moved from Chicago to Atlanta and was just just appalled at how the prices in Atlanta have flown through the roof in the last just like 5 years. So I think Atlanta's outpriced themselves. I think that's not the place to go anymore because the numbers are just so stupid. But I mean, it could be. Who knows? Who knows? This is just from direct boots on the ground folks that are trying to buy houses there. They can't even buy houses because they've outpriced themselves.
Well, they didn't seem in high to me. I mean, I think everything like that, 300,000 and 400,000's ridiculous, but that's what seems to be. I'm seeing that in an awful lot of places,
Yeah.
including around here, the neighborhood I live in. They tell me my house is worth a lot more than I think it's worth.
Like, no way. It's still a 5-digit house. Oh, man. Awesome. John, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Keith, I see Keith is on the call. Keith, how's it going? You're on the Zoom. Tell everybody where you're from, what you do.
Yeah, I'm driving, Rich. That's why I'm not on the video.
Oh, you're good. You're good, brother.
Yeah. So I'm looking for flips, but I'm also starting to consider rentals as well. So trying to get around 150 all in is where I've been trying to work with my sweet spot, but haven't found anything yet. And then I've been doing some investing with some of the people in the group as well.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah. Keith is a go-getter, man. I appreciate you getting out there and he's soaking up as much knowledge as you can because you want to get in that rental space as soon as possible, right?
Yep.
That's awesome. We're going to get him something. We're going to find you something, Keith. We're going to find you something.
We are.
That's going to blow your mind.
I like that.
Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate you jumping on even while you're driving, man. That's awesome. Hopefully you're going somewhere fun.
I'm coming back from visiting my daughter. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. Those are always fun times, man.
Yep.
Visiting family. That's awesome. Well, thanks. Michael Fitzgibbon is on the call. Holy cow, Fitzy, what's happening, man? Tell everybody who you are, where you are, what you do, and all that jazz.
Yeah. I'm glad to be here. I finally saw this show up on my phone, so it reminded me to get on here. So yeah, we're we're kind of refocusing. We've been, as you probably know, Rich, focused on wholesaling over the last year, but we're going back to where we originally started, and that is all of our focus on fix and flip and buy and hold. Primarily, our primary objective is buy and hold. But we're looking. Our plan is to, as we move forward, for about every 1 to 3 fix and flips, try to take one down ourselves as a buy and hold. We've also reshifted our gears a little bit too, because some of the more recent fix and flips we had were in Chesterfield and Brentwood, so higher end properties. Um, we're going back to where we started, kind of like where Keith said. We're looking at ideally being all, getting back to where we are buying houses, rehabbing them, and then market them for whatever from 180 to 250. Get back closer to that median price range for St. Louis, rather than we had some success early on with the higher price, but more recently it's been a challenge, and I just don't want to be right off the bat limiting our our buyers pool because we're priced quite a bit higher than the median price range for St. Louis. So that's where we are. That's what we're doing. That's what we're focused on.
Sweet.
So
Man.
yeah,
That's awesome. Shifting gears.
shifting gears,
That's right.
adapting, changing, making. So yeah, that's
That's
our
awesome. Well, good
yeah.
luck to you, man. I know you guys are going to rock it. Keep rocking it. Does that
Yeah,
mean
thank you.
you're just giving up on wholesaling altogether, or is it just
Um, I want, yeah, because when we first started, we were buying properties from wholesalers.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna get back to we're getting back to letting the wholesalers do that part of the business,
Yeah.
and we'll find our deals through networking, through wholesalers, and through even ideally possibly some stuff on the MLS. Since Rachel's a licensed agent, she's running searches for us as well. So those are the ways that we'll be um, taking down properties.
Sweet?
Yeah,
No, good to know. Well, welcome. Glad you're able to join us today.
great
And
to be here.
virtually.
I finally remembered. I always remember it after the fact, so it's like I'm always like, dang it, man.
Well, I'm glad you did, man. I'm glad you did.
Thanks.
Awesome. Stephen Drake, you've been waiting there patiently for me to finally get to you. Stephen Drake, what's going on? Tell everybody. That one. Not the one that I was emailing for the longest time, not realizing it wasn't this Stephen Drake. It was somebody else that finally said, hey, could you take me off your mailing list? I was like, fine. And I was like, is that you, Steve? Did you just tell me to take you off my mailing list? And he said, no, that wasn't me.
That was my evil twin brother.
That's right. Stefan Drake.
Yeah, Stefan Drake, also known as Lars.
Sure thing. You know the drill. Tell everybody what you do, where you're from, and how's everything going.
Stephen Drake, St. Louis. Still working on my lovely rental on Richard Williams Street. Trying to get that fixed up, fighting with the tenant. I thought I had her out. She's Section 8, and she said she had another place to go, but I think they declined her.
Oh.
So, and I keep encouraging her. I said, if you want to go, you don't have to worry about the lease. I'll take care of everything. And I'm almost at the point of cash for keys, but
What's Stephen, what's her voucher? Is it a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom?
it's a 2. And that leads me to a question now that we're talking about it.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of putting a third one in there.
Okay.
I guess I would have to talk to the town, right, and say, can you come over and look where it's kind of hard where I want to put it.
Yeah.
Well, you were in the house.
Right.
And when you walk in, it's that big living room, but if you're looking at it from a bird's eye view, there's a little bit of a L shape because it has to go downstairs.
Right.
And I want to build to the left. I want to put a room there.
Oh.
And does the room have to have a window? Every room have to have a window, bedroom?
Bedrooms do. Yeah. Bedrooms.
Would it have to be to the outside of the house or?
Yeah. Yeah. It has to be an outside egress window,
and
which is just certain size.
Yeah.
I forget what it is off the top of my head.
There's the big picture window. Then there's on each side, there's, the kind of tall, narrow one.
Right.
I don't know if I'd be able to run it up to that window,
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I would definitely check about that.
Yeah, I'd really like to put a third bedroom. I think I could get a little more money out of it.
Sure. Is the basement? I know there's a basement there. Is the basement wet or is it dry?
The basement's dry. It's just not the best basement in the world.
Okay. Sure.
It's got some tile on the floor. I guess I could put one down there.
I got a question for that room. It's in a basement, right?
No, I'm talking about in the living room, the first floor where I was thinking of putting another bedroom. Because it's really big, huge living room.
It is a big bed. It is a big living room.
Is it going to be more than 107 or 75 square foot in the bedroom?
No, it'll be as small as whatever the minimum size is to say,
Yeah,
okay,
70.
what's that, 10 feet across or whatever it is?
70 square feet, I think, is the minimum.
For an
70.
occupancy of 1 and 120 for an occupancy of 2.
Right.
Okay. So 70 square, that's fine by me. You know?
Right, like 70 square feet has to have a closet, and to your point, at least an egress window, right, Rich?
Right. Yep. Yep.
Okay. So I'll see if I can run it out to the front window. If not, maybe your suggestion of the basement.
I mean, either that, or I mean, if there is there any way to put a window in that wall?
I could put a window on the side. I have no idea what it would cost.
Right.
Shouldn't be much.
Yeah, it shouldn't be much. I know there's I mean, yeah. I got a couple people I can refer you to get some
Okay.
quotes.
So just punch a hole in the wall and put a window.
Right, pretty much.
All
Pretty
right.
much. That's it.
Yeah, I'd like to get a quote. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
know-
especially if it's going to raise your rent another, whatever, how many ever $100, that is.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking to sell it, so I want to get more. Put the third
Yeah.
bedroom and get a better price.
Exactly.
I just got to get her out of there, and I may have to go the eviction route because she has a dog. It wasn't on my lease, but the original property manager put it on her lease, and
Ah,
We'll call her caseworker.
yeah,
That's always worked for me.
yeah, okay,
She hasn't
just-
taught me anything.
yeah, I could do that. I just want to. When they sent me she gave me a 30-day vacate notice, and I called the Section 8 people. I said, "Yeah, she's a wonderful tenant." Because I don't want to,
right.
whoever she's going to.
You guys, on that
Even
order
if
for
Rich-
Sienna, is there an extra bread in there? Did you guys get that extra bread?
But sorry, I didn't hear it, Keith.
All right, go ahead.
I thought somebody was.
Yeah, I think Brett. I think he's talking about something on his
Oh,
way home.
Oh, okay.
If I accidentally muted you, Keith, if you had a question, go ahead and unmute yourself. Sorry. Go
I
ahead.
just want to say good things about her, but
Right. It's that thing, right? I mean, you also want to be honest, otherwise some new tenant or some new landlord. I mean, is she a bad tenant, or is it just a situation where you need her to leave so that you can finish rehabbing the property and sell it?
yeah, it'd be easier for me to finish up if she was
As
gone.
far as the tenant goes, has she been a bad tenant?
No.
Okay, so then you're not
Only at-
lying.
Only at first when my property manager disappeared, and then she had to start paying me the cash because he was gone for 3 months before I knew it, and she didn't have to pay her cash portion for 3 months. And then she was trying to catch up with me, and every time she was supposed to pay, there was, car problem or something.
Right.
And it took a while to get everything back to square one.
Gotcha.
Do
Yeah.
you have an attorney that does evictions?
I don't. I never had to do one.
Well, I use Catherine Davis, and she has them out in about less than 6 weeks, probably, because she files right away. And the other attorneys will tell you, well, you got to give them 30 days notice. Kathy, that's basically her big job. She says that 30 days starts when I serve them and file the court because I won't be in court for a month. So there, I got my 30 days right there.
Right. True. Now, does she do work in Illinois as well, Dwayne?
Okay. Pardon?
Do you know if she works in Illinois as well?
I do not. I suspect not.
Dang. I need a bulldog like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I inherited a tenant with a property I just bought subject to that all of a sudden decided, even though had been a good tenant this whole time, paid great, and then all of a sudden, nope, I'm done paying.
yeah. Well, on this side of the river, the reason I like Kathy is she does so much more than most agents or attorneys do. Is not only does she file the lawsuit for you, but she You don't even need to see her except to give her your numbers, and you update them just before she goes to court. She goes to court, and then she just tells you you won. And then she sets up the time to have the cops come by, and she tells you how many dollars to have for them. And if they appeal, which they have the right to do within 10 days,
Sure.
that's all part of her initial cost. And I'm thinking, wow, I get service out of here like you wouldn't believe. And when the cops come by, if they're in there, the cops will escort them out, and you'll change the locks, and then it's trespassing if they come back. So
Right.
that's why I love when people say, "Well, I use this person, and he's always done good for me." Well, fine, I don't care who you use,
Yeah.
but get it done and get money in your pocket, and then buy me a cup of coffee for telling you to get it done.
Exactly. You mean take you to lunch? No, I'm just...
We're giving lunch away, by the way, Rich. We got that laid out.
I may, I have to look at my schedule. I may be able to sneak in a lunch at the Cecil Whitaker's this Thursday
Yeah.
in South City. It's a great little meetup.
Dwayne, who'd you say again, your attorney?
Kathy Davis.
Catherine
Davis.
Catherine with a K, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I thought I remembered saying her name like
On
that.
speed dial, I know that. She's got an office. Her son-in-law is an attorney in there. Her daughter used to be an attorney in there, and she has a partner that's a real bulldog for the county.
Really?
Yes, and I mean she's a bird dog extraordinaire. I'll look up her number for you guys.
That's awesome. Appreciate that. I know we are 7:45. We're here till 8 o'clock on the nose. So I think that was everybody. We went around the horn here and had everybody introduce themselves. Does anybody have any questions, or do you have any show? What's up, Steven?
Are you going to San Diego?
Am I going to San Diego?
Yeah.
For which one? For Amy?
Amy, yeah.
Yeah, it's Long Beach, right? I'm
Long
on the
Beach,
fence. I might if I can make it work, because I've got Gateway to Freedom October 11th and 12th, and I'm going to the Alternative Asset Summit the very next week, and then that would mean I have 3 conferences in basically 4 weeks, which is fine. I love conferences. If you know my personality style, it's like I'm the Energizer Bunny, right? I just keep going and going and going. But I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I might.
Well, let me know.
Yeah.
I'm on
you
the
should
fence
go,
too.
Steven. You should go for sure. Just drop my name. You'll be golden. No.
I want one of those T-shirts that you're always wearing.
What's that?
I want one of those T-shirts. I want to make one of those T-shirts.
You gotta get that RPM T-shirt, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would definitely do it, and I would do the VIP for sure if she's doing VIP. I can't remember.
She is, yeah.
VIP, but if she is, honestly, that conference, it is so much worth it, because you do meet other people that are in that high. I mean, I always recommend VIPs for those conferences, right? But that one's a great one, because you get specialized opportunities to meet with people that are also of the exact same mindset, and they're either raising money or they already have and they know how to do it better. It's not just a raising private money conference. Her conference is also on scaling as well. I think she's actually, this time it's called the Scale Up Summit, presented by RPM, because she just recently bought Hello Rentals. I don't know if you guys knew that. Yeah, she recently bought Hello Rentals. Let's see, Benji. Ben. Which Ben is this? Benjio on the TikTok. What's going on there, buddy? He needs a hard money. Oh, Joey, yeah. What's going on, Ben? Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you getting on here. Let's talk. Where are you looking for an Illinois hard money lender? Or Missouri? Getting TikTok questions, guys. This is awesome.
All right, nice.
Illinois. Yeah, I've got a guy for you. You got my number? So not the dang. You don't. Okay, tell you what. Trying to figure out a way to get you. Let me tell you what. Send me pardon me, folks. I'm just going to shoot this little message real quick. I think. No, I'm not.
Okay, when you do that, can I talk to Zach?
Yeah, go ahead.
Before this closes, if anybody's buying houses for $150,000 and they're cash flowing, I would love to sit down with you and see how you do your numbers, because I've never been able to make a house like that cash flow. And I want to understand, maybe I'm out of touch and I'm getting back into business, and maybe I don't want to get back into the business if they don't really cash flow. So anyway, I'm very interested in that, and would I got my phone number also in the chat. So if you want to call me and set up a time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday in the morning's bad. And other than that, I can work things around except for our Thursday lunch at 11:30 at Cecil Whitaker's.
Right. That's, I mean, so you just need to know how those numbers work. And I mean,
I've been through a lot of numbers, and I've never seen anybody that I think that, in fact, Bigger Pockets is finally starting to do it what I consider the right way.
oh,
And most people don't. And they say, yeah, I make $300 a month. Yeah, but you're not doing it right.
yeah. They're not taking all the, yeah, I hear you.
And like they say, figures don't lie, but liars figure.
That's true. That's true. Ben, do you want to drop your number in the text here or not? It's up to you. Otherwise, you can always email me at metrostlhomes@gmail.com. If you drop me your number here, and that's fine. If you don't want to, perfectly fine. If you do, that's great. I can message you right now. But if not a big deal at all. You can email me at metro. Oh, there we go. I'm thinking that's 618. Sorry, folks. I'm trying to get both the. Shoot, this is from way back when. I had your number here. Wow, that's awesome. From like 2016, stored in my. All right, I just sent you a text, Ben. So hopefully you get that. All right. Glad to have you on, and we'll have to get you the Zoom link to join us on the Zoom every other Sunday or so, if you'd be interested. But yeah, we're still going live here. Got 10 minutes still to go, and it has been a while, man. It's been a while. I'm glad you're doing. Hopefully, you're doing well. So Ben is one of the first, well, not first, but one of the first real estate investors I was actually in communication with, as far as like talking back and forth. Maybe not as far. Did he drop off already? He sure did. That Travis Wakefield, maybe the only one who like interacted with me sooner. But anyway, so what other kind of questions y'all have? And the question I have for you is, how can I help you? What can I do for you? What do you have, and what can I do?
You can talk my wife into letting me go to Long Beach.
Oh, well, so would that be if I do tell you, yes, I'm going and Kim's going with me, then Stephen, you'd want to bring your wife with you. That's the key, honestly. And yep. I'm not, this isn't me being manipulative or anything, yep. But the very first time I went to a real estate investor conference, it was just like, how do I tell my wife, no, really, sweetheart, I'm going to Las Vegas for like 3 days. I'm going to Vegas. It's cool. I'm not going with anybody. I'm just going to go by myself to Vegas. That wasn't happening, right? Anybody that's married knows that's not happening like that. So it was like, hey, honey, how'd you like a Vegas vacation? You can hang out at the pool. You could do your thing. And I'm going to go to this boring conference. You don't want to go there anyway. So it saved me from buying a second ticket. And that's how it worked. It was great. Yeah. Now it's just like, but now it's expected. Every time I go to a conference, it's like, I'm going too, right? Yeah, I'll make sure we get a hotel that has a heated pool or an indoor pool or something like that, right?
Hey, have Rich tell your wife if she comes with you and you go to that conference, you'll make so much money you can buy all the shoes you want.
Oh, yeah. And I know that.
You know what? She's calling me on my cell phone right now. She knows we're talking about her. Excuse me for a minute.
Sure thing. Oh, man. If it's at the Hilton, I forgot even where to look. I reached out to Amy right after she announced hers, and I said, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this one, which is going to stink because I think it's the first one I'm missing. But I just love that conference. It's amazing. It's what I'm trying to just how it's run is kind of how I'm emulating Gateway to Freedom as well. I just think it's personable. I think it's great. And this isn't a commercial for Amy Majori's conferences, but she does an amazing job.
What does she teach?
What's that?
What does she teach?
Well, she's a raising private money expert as well.
Gotta go.
All right. You got,
She locked the keys in the car.
You get smacked on the hand, Stephen.
No, she locked her keys in the car.
Oh, man.
And she's at work, so gotta go.
No, it's an $80 delivery fee.
All right, I'll tell her that.
So it's going to cost one ticket to Long Beach, California.
You're on. I'll talk to you later.
All righty. Bye. I mean, she cut her teeth as an educator with sorry. Wow. Good.
It was
The Fan Merrill team.
Was it Tony Robbins?
No, it was Stan Merrill's group.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Fortune Builders. Sorry, she cut her teeth as a speaker with Fortune Builders, a trainer with Fortune Builders, and then she broke off on her own after she raised buku bucks of private money, and so she raised. Her company is raising private money. Fantastic company. It literally took my business to a next level. Changed my mindset on how to approach that. Realizing that I'm offering opportunity instead of begging for people to help me raise money, buy a house to flip, right? Changed my mindset altogether about that. And she and her husband are incredible. But she recently bought Hello Rentals. You can check out Hello Rentals. It's actually really cool for anybody interested in rental properties. This young gal had started the company, amazingly did a great job building it, and Amy just bought it. She clicked with the original, the owner of the company, and bought it. So now she's doing the Hello Rental space as well as raising private money. But she does rehabs, she does buy and holds, she does short-term rentals. I mean, she's got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, so this event I recommend to anybody and everybody. It's called the Scale Up Summit, presented by RPM, which is raising private money. But only go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say that's exactly where Rachel and I are right now in the business as we make this pivot is and I want to try to get together with you and pick your brain sometime when you have time about, to your point, the raising the private money and everything, because that's obviously to this point we've kind of done our own capital, but I don't want to go that way anymore. I want to be leveraging other people's money.
Absolutely.
OPM,
baby.
Why not use your own money?
What's that?
Why not use your own money?
I just don't want to use the capital anymore for my own capital to do it. I want to keep that in reserve and just use other people's money as much as possible.
I mean, there's you could put. I mean, if you're not putting your capital into your own projects, you could do other things with your own money, right? Like Michael said, you keep it in reserves for your rental properties or whatever. You could put it in play in other investments as well. So you just stretch it and get better.
Yeah, and that's what I've done. I mean, I've done a little bit of lending, not that much, but really more than anything. I mean, I came from a securities background from investment, stocks and bonds and stuff like that, and I really want to keep all of that in the stock and currencies, and then use OPM for doing our fix and flip and continuing to build our real estate portfolio.
Yeah, I mean,
a rental portfolio.
And it's a great way to scale too, right? I mean, if you use your own capital, you're limited on how many deals you can do. If you use, private lenders, you can do multiple deals at a time. You can have multiple projects going on at a time, and it really, is beneficial.
Yeah, well, and that's another thing too. That's true. And then another thing, I was getting killed with taxes because I was using retirement money and putting it in other investments, and with my age, I'm paying penalties on that and taxes on it. I was like, why am I doing this? This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And, we're actually going to have a Gateway to Freedom. You got your tickets yet, Michael?
Yeah, man.
I thought so.
We've had them for a while.
We are actually going to be having one of the speakers, one of the people from Directed IRA there, who might be able to help you with that as well, in case you want to put your own capital to play.
Yeah.
As well, setting up an IRA and doing it that way so you have a little bit better tax shield. They're the nation's leading experts in utilizing self-directed IRAs for other investments.
Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be great. I'm excited. Yeah, that's right around the corner.
Yeah, it is, man. Just a few weeks. So if you have not gotten your ticket to Gateway to Freedom yet, The tickets are on sale right now. $2.99 general admission, $4.99 for VIP, which I strongly recommend just because, I mean, look at all those extra benefits you get with the VIP, including all the additional networking opportunities with themed breakfasts, and lunches and snacks, both AM and PM snacks. We got the happy hour mixer on Saturday night. You get a t-shirt, you get some additional swag, you get premium seating, you get early registration, get to check in as early as 7:30 and start networking day one. If you want to, get to Gateway to Freedom. G2free.com is the website. If you use any speaker's first name, with 3 exceptions, but any speaker's first name, you get 10% off the prices. These prices are through the end of the month. So through the end of the month, these prices, after on October 1st, the prices go up again. So we've been doing like gradual increases in prices. So for $2.99, you get the general admission, which that price alone, I mean, you go to try to get to any other conference for $2.99, they'll laugh you out of the room. $4.99 for VIP, they will laugh you out of the room. These are unbelievable. Even at this price, they're still unbelievable value. And just so many connection possibilities available for you. You never know when you're going to find that next deal partner with you. But anyway, it's incredible. For $2.99, $4.99, again, take $30 off for the general admission, take $50 off for the VIP with 10% off using first name of any speaker, except if you're going to support Agent David O, you would use David O, one word. If you want to come hear David Randolph speak, you want to hear all about short sales, it's David R. See, we had to do that because there's 2 Davids, David O and David R. So you use those all one word, David R or David O, get 10% off your ticket. And Kathy Gerhardt, we set hers up as Walk for STL Property Walks. So use Walk as her discount code, get 10% off your ticket price there as well. So there's that. And if you know people that are interested in real estate or they want to take their game to the next level, this is the place to do it. They want to meet new people. They want to make connections. This, I mean, just the price alone is so valuable. Even those folks coming out of town to come to St. Louis for $2.99 or $4.99 a ticket, or what essentially is $2.69 or $4.49 a ticket. Man, it's an unbelievable value. Flipping Realty Homes One, what's going on, my man? I wonder if you're still on. He's still on the call. He's on TikTok, possibly. Got some TikTok folks jumping on as well, jumping in, watching this live stream. But what time is it? It is 8:02. Holy crap, guys. I am horrible. I am the worst person in the world. I've been doing so good and making sure we jump off here right at 8 o'clock. I promise. Michael, you would be flabbergasted with how good I've been at this. I mean, I've been pretty good at this, right, Dwayne? Like right at 8 o'clock, we get off. Keith, John, right? I've been pretty good at this, right?
Yeah, and I got to go. I was just going to say goodbye. I got to go.
Okay,
Sorry.
yeah. So everybody, if you want, I'm going to turn my camera off, but I'm going to leave the live on. If you want to drop your name, phone number, and email address in the chat, it will help anybody else that wants to reach out to you and ask questions or, maybe communicate with you further, network with you further. Please do that. It'd be great. If you want to get your tickets, g2free.com to Gateway to Freedom, and we'll see you October 11th and 12th at the Hollywood Casino and Hotel in St. Louis. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you.